The seeds of my version of Atlantis were first sowed sometime in 2005. This was soon after I had worked out the beginnings of what has eventually become my fictional young adult adventure series. In early 2001, I had first become acquainted with the mystical and mythical land called Atlantis. This was on a conspiracy forum which I had begun browsing as a guest around then. By and by, pieces of this myth began trickling down into my evenly receptive consciousness. The various theories, suppositions, likely locations, and other pieces of conjecture were voraciously digested by me. Locations such as Crete, Santorini, the entire subcontinent of South America, and even some offshore venue in the vicinity of the Bahamas, among many others, were offered as possible modern-day locations for Atlantis. However, something deep inside me was urging me, prodding me, to delve into this mystery, to look elsewhere. Relate to was the famous map drawn by Athanasius Kircher, which you see here. Beyond all the conjecture, this was one issue that stood out, that provoked a reaction in me. Was this shape somewhat familiar? Could I find the geographical features provided therein placed similarly somewhere on the globe today? Well, that's what began the journey that has culminated in what you will see today. Today, in late 2018, the final parts of this jigsaw puzzle fell into place, offering me a much-awaited revelation. The basic geographical shape drew an almost immediate response from me. This was due to my lengthy interaction as a student with the geography as well as the geology of the land I propose could be the current-day manifestation of Atlantis. Perhaps what I have discovered is reality. Perhaps it is not. Things should not so easily fall into place. So, till I have more actual science behind my claims, I will treat this as yet another of the locations that have been associated with Atlantis. At the end of this presentation, I will let you be the judge and decide on whether you are ready to offer a sympathetic ear to my proposal. And if you do so, how much of it are you prepared to believe? There are facets that I shall reveal later on, facets that shall offer more support, and I use this word with caution, support, to my proposal. To begin with, let me rotate this map of Atlantis around. You will notice that in this map, North is marked at the bottom. America is marked to the right of the map with Africa and a possibly jutting out part of Europe on the left-hand side. But when I turn this around, as I've done now, everything else takes shape as it is in today's world. But for now, let us look at something a little different. Let me keep this on the side for now, and let me bring something different onto the plate. Let us look at this. What you see in front of you is the map of a large part of India, focusing primarily on what I shall term as peninsular India. This is where the entire story takes shape. Now, what if I were to take Atlantis as it is depicted on Kircher's map and place it on top of this version, on this peninsular map of India? Let's see what happens. Here's a transparency I have done of the map of Atlantis, and this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to place it somewhere here. Now, understandably there's a little bit of glare, but bear with me for just another minute. What do I have here? Let me offer you something that has been made as a composite of these two maps. Here we go. This is what I as a combination, as a composite of the two maps, Kircher's map of Atlantis and the current day map of Peninsular India. Well, if you notice the portions marked in red are portions that cannot be associated with the Indian map for now. But this is where the entire eureka moment happened for me. Somewhere earlier this week, I found out something that clarified issues to a large extent, that cleared a large bit of this puzzle for me, perhaps almost all of the puzzle. I was searching for some parts of I was searching all over the world to find out what these parts could be associated with. Islands, most likely. Well, let's look at Sri Lanka. This is where the entire concept of Atlantis as Peninsular India took final shape. Now, this is Sri Lanka. Let me put this here. Okay, once again, pardon the glare. This is Sri Lanka. Now, if I were to take this and do a little bit of continental juggling and place this here, what do we have? Almost a near identical fit as far as Atlantis is concerned. This is what I propose may have been a origin for this concept. Well, that's all for now. I'll be working on certain other aspects, some of the other parts of this puzzle that are these that are shaped red, etc., etc., etc. For now, bear with me and let me know what you think.